What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are bringing Chandelure to the Great League in Go Battle League. Chandelure has access to Incinerate, that amazing fire fast move that absolutely destroys and gains energy very quickly. On top of that, has access to Energy Ball, Flame Charge, and Shadow Ball. We're running with the Flame Charge and Shadow Ball, and we have Ferrothorn on the lead, which is a really strong core breaker. It can handle Skarmories, Galarian Sunfists, and Azumarill, which is really nice, but it has to watch out for basically fighters, and fires are going to be some of its most common weaknesses, which is why we have Azumarill, Safe Swap, and Chandelure as a cover in the back. Now, the premise behind this team is to make sure we try to give ourselves shield advantage endgame to allow Chandelure to sweep, and you guys are going to see some amazing gameplay here with Chandelure. We have lead wins, lead losses, everything in between. So be sure to comment down below if you guys enjoyed today's video and like this team, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get right into the battles. Alright, moving into this first battle here. Like I said, Ferrothorn being very weak to basically like a Alolan Marowak and fighters, so like Shadow Machamp, Medicham, etc. You guys will see that today. So we have Ferrothorn on the lead versus Shadow Machamp. Terrible matchup. We got to go into Azumarill right now. Azumarill is a fantastic safe swap, and we draw out a Hypno, which is really nice because what we can do is we can probably get a shield from this Hypno and also get it within somewhat farming range for the Ferrothorn right here. So we're going to go ahead and go for Hydro Pump right away. We do get this shield, so at least we got a shield right there. Play Rough would have been better in terms of energy management in order to get a shield, but I definitely wanted to get this thing low. Now, we're not going to be putting any shields. We have shield advantage, and like I said at the beginning of the video, if Chandelure has shield advantage, especially 2 shields, it can absolutely destroy backlines. So Thunder Punch now comes through to super effective damage, and we cannot get to the next Play Rough. So we're in a tough situation right here. I am concerned that Hypno may have Fire Punch, but we're going to have to risk it for that biscuit and call that it does not. So what we're going to do is just go for Power Whip right here. Hopefully it does enough to KO, but man, Hypno is really bulky, and I don't think this is going to do enough damage. Now, Shadow Ball will hurt, so we aren't going to shield, but we need to save those shields, like I said, for Chandelure. So Charge Move now coming through. Likely going to be Shadow Ball. That's what typical Hypnos will be running, and it is going to be that Shadow Ball right there, which does quite a bit of damage. We can overload a bit on energy right here, but I'm going to have to throw a Power Whip. I do not want them to potentially get to another Shadow Ball. Now, we have to swap right away, and this is why I said if you give Chandelure 2 shields to their 1 shield, let's see what happens. So we have Shadow Machamp come in. We swap right away into Chandelure, and there's a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, and look how much damage Incinerate is doing. We have 2 shields, and this is why we have them, everyone. Chandelure is going to tear apart this Galarian Stunfisk right here. We're going to be going for Flame Charge, does super effective damage in the matchup, boosts our attack, and because we have 2 shields, we can shield the next Rock Slide. We get a shield from them as well, and we are going to be able to farm down right here. I'm going to go ahead and shield. And because of my boosted attack, I can do 2 more Incinerates right here to basically take it out. So there's 1, here comes 2, we take it out, and now Shadow Machamp has no shields to a boosted Chandelure for a Shadow Ball now to come through and one-shot the Shadow Machamp right here. This is awesome. Completely decimates the Shadow Machamp, and like I said, if it has shield advantage, it can destroy endgame. Alright, moving into this next battle, let's see how this one goes. We have Ferrothorn on the lead versus Victory Bell. Pretty decent for us. We are going to be resisting, and they do decide to swap out into Medicham. This is pretty solid. We can bring that Azumarill in safely. Now, what's great about this matchup right here is in order for Medicham to really flip this around, it needs to shield bait a power-up punch right here, which we don't shield, and it has to land Psychics. That is why I decided not to shield right there. So we're going to be going for Play Rough, does super effective damage in the matchup, and we also keep this Azumarill away from Shadow Victory Bell, which is nice. They let it go through, which is fine by me. I'm going to go ahead and let this go through. Again, we do not want to give up shield advantage in this positive matchup, and it was just an Ice Punch, so they didn't even have Psychic. That's perfectly fine. We're going to farm down. Now, Shadow Victory Bell is going to be coming back in, and because Azumarill does have access or the ability to have Ice Beam, they have to respect the one-shot right here, so they are likely going to be shielding. We do get a shield. That's fantastic. Now we can align Ferrothorn back into the Shadow Victory Bell right here to be resisting damage, and let's see what they decide to bring in. So we're going to go ahead and bring that Ferrothorn back in right here, and we'll see what they do. They swap now into Galvantula. Here we go. Chandelure is just going to tear through with Incinerate. We have to start shielding right here. Discharge would do a lot of neutral damage, but again, we have 2 shields, everyone. We can basically commit to this farm down right now. I do decide to throw the Flame Charge right away to put huge pressure on them to shield and boost our attack. Chandelure is just going to clean this game up right here. We're going to be able to farm down. We're going to have to shield right here. Obviously, we don't want to discharge to take us out, but we're going to be able to have enough energy to one-shot the Shadow Victory Bell in the back. So we're going to go ahead and finish off right there, and now Chandelure has a Flame Charge, and we're going to go ahead and throw that for super effective damage, boosted as well. So this will be one-shotting the Shadow Victory Bell in the back, and oh my goodness, everyone, I love Incinerate Pokemon. So Typhlosion, Chandelure here, super solid. All right, moving into this next battle. Let's see how this one goes. We have Ferrothorn on the lead versus Abomasnow. Not a good matchup for us. It's going to be doing neutral damage while we'll be doing resisted damage, but they have to actually watch out for Flash Cannon. That's what's great is Ferrothorn has access to Flash Cannon, which will do super effective damage here to the Abomasnow, so we got to fake it till we make it. We're going to go for Thunder right here. Again, trying to basically fake that we have a Flash Cannon, so hopefully we get a shield. We do get a shield. That is solid. We're going to go ahead and let Ferrothorn go down right here. Abomasnow being the Grass Ice type means Chandelure can come in and farm down and get so much energy with shield advantage. Now we are going to try to throw this Power Whip right here. We don't get to it in time, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Chandelure. So let's see what happens. We bring in the Chandelure. They decide to swap now into a Stunfisk, which is fine, everyone. This is completely fine. We're going to go ahead and shield. You guys are going to see how much damage Shadow Ball does. This is absolutely amazing. We have to shield the Mud Bomb right here. So we're going to overload a bit on energy, go for Shadow Ball right here, getting the potential final shield. We're basically near one-shotting. We throw the Shadow Ball, we get the shield, that's fine. We're going to swap now into Azumarill, save the energy on the Chandelure, and look to close endgame with that because Azumarill can survive these discharges. Yes, it's not the best of matchups, but they have no shields. All I need to do is get to a Play Rough right here. So we're going to try to get to that Play Rough. We do get to it in time. Is this going to be enough to take out the Stunfisk, though? Stunfisk is still kind of tanky, and this does neutral damage. It is not enough to take it out. Barely survives right there with 1 HP in a Dream. We cannot shield. We have to try to win with Chandelure right here. Discharge comes through to super effective damage. We farm down right here. Now the Abomasnow might be coming back in. We'll have to see what is in the back. It's going to be a Hypno. So this is definitely not good. We're going to try to get this Play Rough off, but they sack swap right here into Abomasnow. So I'm actually going to stop doing damage because I need Chandelure to come in and farm down. So we throw the Play Rough right there. We're going to come in farm it. Man, look at how much damage that does. We're going to go ahead and shield this right here. I'm not sure how much damage a Weather Ball will do, but I just need to keep as much health as I can. We have Shadow Ball ready to go to an unshielded Hypno. Let's see if this can one-shot. Chandelure is an absolute monster, a pure glass cannon, and it one-shots the Hypno right there, and that is going to be a good battle. All right, moving into the next battle here. Let's see how this one goes. Gosh, it is so satisfying to just be blasting the backlines here with Incinerate Pokemon. All right, Medicham on the lead. Bad matchup. We swap into Azumarill right away. We're going to see a swap out now into Wigglytuff. This is pretty decent for us. We can go for double Play Rough right here, threaten shields, and get it low to allow Ferrothorn to come in and farm because Ferrothorn can hit for neutral against Medicham, but again, we do not want to give up shield. So what's the purpose of this team? Get shield advantage. That is why Azumarill right here on safe swap can get to another Play Rough. This is either going to flip the matchup, which is good for us, or get a shield, which is good for us. This is a great win-win opportunity. We get the shield, that is fine. I'm going to go ahead and let Wigglytuff take us out. Ferrothorn is going to be resisting Charm because of that steel typing. So what we can do is basically come in and hard farm for all the energy in the world. So Ferrothorn now is going to be coming in. We're going to go ahead and just farm down with that Bullet Seed fast move, load up on all the energy, and then we're going to see that Medicham come back in. But this time we have a lot of energy. We're going to go ahead and go for Power Whip right here. Does a lot of neutral damage in the matchup. If they shield, we're going to swap right away. We get the shield. We swap right away into Chandelure with 2 shields. They're going to be swapping out, and they swap out into a Sableye, but Chandelure does not care. Flame Charge does so much neutral damage right here, boosting our attack as well, and we have 2 shields still. Now, Shadow Claw does hurt. As you guys are seeing, we're getting shredded, but we can farm down right here with Incinerate and go ahead and shield this Foul Play. Now, when it comes to the backline right here, Medicham, we'll have to see if we can get to a Shadow Ball, but no, we can't. So I'm going to go ahead and just go straight for Flame Charge right away any extra damage in this matchup is going to help out, because what does Ferrothorn still have? It still has energy, almost a Power Whip, so we do massive neutral damage right there. It's going to be able to take us out by farming us down, which is fine. Ferrothorn now is going to come back in. We're going to go ahead and shield right here just in case it's a dynamic punch, right? We don't want to get hit by that, and then we can go for the Power Whip. It was just an Ice Punch, but now we can go for the Power Whip and take this thing out. So man, this team is so strong, so much fun, and Chandelure just provides so much pressure endgame here in Go Battle League. All right. Moving into the next battle here. And like I said, all these battles were streamed live on Twitch, so thank you everyone for hanging out. This was a really fun live stream. We have Ferrothorn versus Ferrothorn on the lead. A man of culture, I see here. So what we're going to do here is going to be going for Thunder in the mirror match. Now, what I can do is be really sneaky as well and look to fast swap into Chandelure to get ahead on energy and basically near one shot with one fast move, because it is a grass steel typing. So what we're going to do here is go for Thunder. This does resisted damage in the matchup, but it does a bit more damage than Power Whip would be doing. So we're just going to go for that. This is completely fine. After my next Thunder, I'm actually going to look to swap into the Chandelure after they throw, because again, Incinerate against a double weak to fire is just going to absolutely shred, and we can get ahead on energy. So charge move now coming through. It's going to be Thunder, but we're going to go ahead and let it go through, and then we're going to look to swap into that Chandelure right here. So I'm going to go ahead and swap right here, get one Incinerate off, almost got two off. Here comes a Lantern, a Spark Lantern at that. But Chandelure does not care. Shadow Ball does so much neutral damage right here. This is absolutely phenomenal. We're going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball. It almost one-shots right there. Well, not almost. It did about 60% of its health, maybe even more. We're going to go ahead and shield. And why is that? We can get to Flame Charge, boost our attack, and just double shield right here and farm down. So we're going to go ahead and go for Flame Charge right here. This is either going to take it out or get a shield. If we get a shield, that means we can commit to the farm down and absolutely destroy the backline. We get a shield. That is beautiful. Our attack rose now. We're going to go ahead and shield this next Thunderbolt coming through, and then we're going to commit to that farm down and look to absolutely destroy the backline of our opponent's team. So we're just going to farm down. We already have a Flame Charge and a Shadow Ball. There's one more Incinerate. Now whatever comes in, Ferrothorn cannot come in. It's going to be a Stunfisk right here. So we're going to go ahead and go for Shadow Ball. This does a lot of neutral damage like you guys saw before, but we're boosted as well. So we're going to go ahead and get a shield right there. We're going to go for another one and get to another Shadow Ball because of the crazy energy gain here from Incinerate. This is going to be doing so much damage to that Stunfisk right there, and we're going to go down to fast moves. Now, we're going to go ahead and bring in that Azumarill right here, and we have to be careful of a swap into Ferrothorn. So what we're going to do is bring in the Azumarill, soak the charge move right here while doing super effective damage with Bubble. Charge move now coming through. We have to be ready to swap. I know their Ferrothorn has basically a Power Whip, so we got to swap. Here it comes. We're going to swap, and we soak the charge move here on Ferrothorn. This is probably going to be Power Whip, which does resisted damage. Absolutely, we soak it right there. Beautiful. Can we get to the next Power Whip in time? No, we cannot. One fast move away right there. I think their Power Whip is going to be enough to take us out, but Azumarill can now come in and basically farm down with Bubble, or we're going to get to that play rough in time. But I'm going to go ahead and commit to that farm down right here. One more Bubble is going to take it out, and then we're going to be able to throw the play rough here against the Stunfisk right there for a good battle. So Chandelure, again, absolutely shredding the mid game right there and near end game. Moving into the final battle. I believe this is the final battle. We'll have to see. We have Ferrothorn on the lead versus Flygon. Somewhat of a decent neutral matchup right here. Earth Power does quite a bit, but Power Whip damage has to be respected here from Flygon. And I can keep this thing away from my Chandelure. That is my only goal. I'm like, Lord goodness, keep this thing away from Chandelure. We go for Power Whip. It's going to do a lot of neutral damage right there. Flygon is not the tankiest of Pokemon. It's a glass. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through. It's going to be Earth Power. It's not going to one-hit KO us because it's neutral, but we're going to be able to get to another Power Whip right here. Now, they get to another charge move way too quickly. That is going to be Dragon Claw. So we're going to let it go. It's going to be resisted because of our steel typing. So Dragon Claw comes through. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and build up a little bit more energy and now go for Power Whip to give them a decision. Do they want to shield, or are they going to let Flygon go? And we maintain some energy here on the Ferrothorn. We get the Flygon, which is beautiful. We're going to see a Alolan Marowak come in, which is perfectly fine. We can bring in the Azumarill for that positive matchup, and hopefully Chandelure can beat whatever they have in the back. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Azumarill right here. It's It's going to be doing a positive matchup right here. They decide to stay in, which is fine. They're going to be throwing a charge move. Could be Shadow Bone, could be Shadow Ball. We'll have to see right here, but it's likely going to be, it is going to be a Shadow Ball. It does a lot of neutral damage. They decide to swap out into a Beedrill. Oh my goodness, Chandelure is just going to come in and absolutely shred. This is what is so deadly, is a lot of people have Pokemon that are weak in the back to fire types, and we are just going to come in, completely farm down this Beedrill right here with Incinerate, and have so much energy for this Alolan Marowak. So we're going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Ball. It will one-shot Alolan Marowak, and we can just go for another Shadow Ball. I could be going for Shield Baits, but I have to get Shields right here. As long as I go for 2 Shadow Balls, Azumarill can close out this game because of Hydro Pump. So we're going to be going for another Shadow Ball. Again, one-shots or gets the final Shield. I'm fine with both. We get the final Shield. That's fine. We sealed the fate for our opponent right there because we have Hydro Pump on Azumarill. Charge move now coming through. Likely going to be a Bone Club. I'm just going to go ahead and let it go through. That's fine. So we're going to save that shield here for Azumarill. We're near a Hydro Pump. All we need to do is 2 more bubbles. We get to that Hydro Pump, and this is going to be one-shotting the Alolan Marowak. So that is going to be a good battle. My goodness, Chandelure just putting in work, farming down when it needs to, and destroying back ends with charge moves. So we're going to go ahead and move into the next final battle. All right, this final one. We have Ferrothorn on the lead versus Stunfisk. Let's see how this one goes. So we do a lot of neutral damage to each other. Power Whip does so much damage here to Galarian Stunfisk that they're going to have to start shielding, and we have to watch out for Earthquake, but it's not enough to one-hit KO us. So we land a Power Whip right there, which is really nice. We're gaining energy very quickly. Charge move now coming through. It's likely going to be Earthquake, but again, this team cannot shield early. We need that Chandelure to have the shield. So what we're going to do is go for another Power Whip right here. This does more neutral damage, and we'll likely be getting the shield here from the Galarian Stunfisk. We'll have to see. We do get the shield, which is solid. Now, hopefully we can get to another Power Whip. They decide to throw a charge move right here. I'm going to let it go. I think this is Rock Slide, which is resisted. It is Rock Slide, which means we're going to be able to get to another Power Whip right here, which is beautiful. We are either going to win Switch advantage and Shield advantage, or get 2 shields from our opponent, both of which is huge. We take out the Galarian Stunfisk after 1 fast move right there with 1 HP and a Dream, and they decide to bring in Hypno. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring in that Chandelure here to the Hypno. Now, what's tough here is Confusion does so much damage. So what we have to do is basically be going for Flame Charges right here to boost our attack, do a lot of neutral damage, and try to get this final shield here from the Hypno. We're going to have to shield ourselves. We get the final shield, which is great. Our attack is boosted, so hopefully we can get to another Flame Charge. We are going to shield this charge move right here. It's going to take us out, and really no matter what it is, unless it's Ice Punch, but I still think that would take us out. And then we're going to go for the Flame Charge again. Now, I may have to swap into Azumarill. I don't know if this is going to do enough damage. It definitely doesn't do enough damage. Barely able to survive, and they are able to get to another charge move. Now, I can't shield right here. I don't have enough energy. I'm going to go ahead and let it go and just pray that whatever they have in the back, Azumarill can handle. Please don't be a Shadow Victory Bell. Please. No, it's going to be an Azumarill. That's going to be a good game. We have a shield ourselves. We have Clay Rough for the mirror match. And there's not a lot my opponent can do right here just because of the moveset I have, which I think is probably one of the stronger movesets here on Azumarill. Is going to be Hydro Pump, Play Rough. It's my personal favorite go-to. Now, again, we do have a shield, so we can safely shield the Play Rough if they potentially have it. So they do. That's fine. We're going to shield the next one. I just wanted them to show that they have it first before I decided to shield a potential Ice Beam. So now we're going to be going for the Play Rough. Again, neutral damage, but my goodness, everyone. Chandelure, what an absolute monster. So much fun to use. And don't forget, everyone, Pokemon in Ultra League have Incinerate as well. Typhlosion and Chandelure, I think, are going to be really strong in the Ultra League, so it's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys have not used an Incinerate Pokemon, Typhlosion or Chandelure, both of which I think are great options, you guys should really try it out. It's an absolute blast. I had so much fun with this team, and this set right here was a 5-0 on live stream, so it was an absolute blast. We'll also see where I'm at currently, rank-wise and win rate-wise, so you guys can check that out here. But that was a 5-0 set right there on live stream. So much fun. Again, thank you for everyone for tuning in. We had an absolute blast, and you guys are going to see some other videos as well that we ran on live stream. We ran Lairon, with positive sets. And then we also ran Abomasnow as well. Abomasnow is just a staple. I think it's a super strong Pokemon, which is why catching these Snovers right here is going to be really awesome. You guys will be able to see that video in a couple days, maybe Sunday maybe. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and check to see where we're at. I believe I hit rank 10 right here. So yeah, we hit rank 10, and then we'll have to see the win rate down below. So we're going to go ahead and scroll down. and we are 67 out of 95. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about this team and these battles. Were you guys surprised by Chandelure? It's an absolute monster, a pure glass cannon, and it can absolutely just wreak havoc, especially when your opponent doesn't have any shields or only has one shield. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.